Okay. Hello for your evening. This is Clue. He's got ADD. Well, we'd say he is. He doesn't sit still to save his life. Kate's under the bed. Finley's scratching outside my door to come in. And Clue will be up moving around everywhere, won't you, old dog? Yes, you sweet old dog. Okay, I'm in my jammies. I got your bedtime storybook. And you're gonna probably see Clue walk all over the place because he can't sit still. Okay, The Midnight Farm by Carly Simon. She's a famous singer and she's really good. She wrote this book and it's one of my favorites. I know I say that about every book, but Midnight Farm. I used to read this story to my kids at bedtime, and it's kind of has lots of rhyme and rhythm to it, and it kind of just lulls you to sleep. So if you fall asleep, that's perfect. Okay, here we go. Here's the first picture. People will see it. Here we go. There's a farm that I know unlike any other farm. As the sun goes down, the air gets warm, and the birds wake up, and the wildflowers bloom, and the sheep jitterbug under a round rolling moon. And that's just the beginning. Now the rest will unfold. It was the summer Noah and I turned 5 years old. One night in July, we woke to hoots and howls. It sounded nothing like a nightingale, nothing like an owl. We looked out the window and the sea was very calm, but the joint was jumping on our Martha's Vineyard farm. Just when you'd expect every living thing to doze, vegetables and flowers were putting on their clothes. In our pajamas, we left the house and were led to the yard by a little field mouse. And in a squeaky clear voice, she said, "Kids are allowed. You'll be rather amused. You'll be part of the crowd." As we walked through the garden, the onions and the peas did a jig just to welcome my twin brother and me. I'm thinking this is the little field mouse. And there's Noah and his twin brother. Oh, you're being so good. Good boy. Finley, on the other hand, out there is not stopped barking. And Perry's in here too. Perry, say hi. Perry's laying up in bed ready to snuggle. Okay. And while nothing can sleep like a cantaloupe can, nocturnal snoozing was not part of the plan. A flock of flamingos woke the dear melon with their chattering, bickering, yowling and yelling. They were arguing over whose beak was longer, whose legs were stronger, and whose pink was pinker. The cantaloupe split open from laughing so hard, and animals joined in all over the yard. There's the funny melon. Look at their cute hats. Love the raccoon. They came from the barn and from the neat flower beds, and from those winding little furrows where moles poked their heads. Raccoons checked their hairdos, mosquitoes read their whines, while weeds, usually messy, formed tiny straight lines. "Looks like the songs are about to begin," the field mouse informed us as she raised her mandolin. "Come meet the tulip who conducts the midnight choir. He's an old fuddy-duddy, but he's about to retire." And here's the old fuddy-duddy. Right there. A colt and a kitten and a new baby lamb wobbled into the yard just in time for the jam, and an old apple tree who had been pretty far strummed a little strum on a driftwood guitar. A cabbage whose feet looked a lot like his face played the coolest of notes on a beetle bung bass, with a moth from Menchma and a gull from West Chop beat time with their wings on a scrub oak tree top. As if by magic, a goat with a goatee gave a flute and an oboe to Noah and me. There was nothing to do but pucker and blow. It knocked the socks off a cricket and the pants right off a crow. All eyes were upon us as the tulip turned round. He struck his baton quite hard on the ground. If you're going to play, please play the same song. I cannot hear the hymn when your notes are all wrong. Look how grouchy he is, the old tulip conductor. Love this page. It has cows and pigs, my dad's favorite. Then he handed us music, once on sycamore leaves, and suddenly it buzzed in a great swarm of bees. There's Finley. She really wants inside. Finley, shh! They surrounded us, filling in oohs and then ahs, and an audience of cows went wild with applause. This woke up the pond. First the fish and the frogs, who splashed sparkling water on a few of the hogs, or pigs as we call them. And they ran just like elves, stealing a piece of the night for themselves. Joining in on the fun, a fox on a tractor wore a hat with a brim like a Hollywood actor. He tried to round up the pigs like some rough cowboy dude, but it frightened the roses and the bees thought it rude. Noah feared we'd get stung. The queen bee looked so mean. When we ran, we got tangled in her wide crinoline. Now you can really see how mad he is. So the tulip conductor became very cross. He shouted, "Boys will be boys, but I am the boss. Go back to the house, get back into bed." His face, once just rosy, turned fire engine red. Poor tulip conductor, he was trying so hard. "Be professionals," he shouted, and that cracked up the yard. The queen laughed so much that her crinoline ripped, and Noah and I took a fall and then flipped. We rolled over and down a great hill and bumped into a turtle heating pearls on a grill. "What are you doing?" I couldn't help but ask. The turtle looked giddy and he explained his strange task. "You see, when they're warm, they float towards the moon, then rain down on the farm, making everything swoon. And sleep shortly follows, the magic will be over. I'll crawl very slowly back under my cover." Just then a dolphin with silver green eyes jumped out of the ocean and continued to rise. And as we gazed at the sky, the wind caught the pearls, and I knew that it signaled a change in the world. Noah started to cry. He didn't want it to end. He said that turtle was going to be his best friend. As the pearls turned to mist, it all seemed so weird. He looked back at the turtle, but he just disappeared. Poor sad Noah. Look at the cute pigs. We walked back up the hill and the bees were all gone. The tulip conductor had dropped his baton. The pigs were a cluster of pink in their box, and no tracks from the tractor, no trace of the fox. The cantaloupe slept like the inventor of sleep, and the cows and the kittens snored alongside the sheep. The moth and the gull snuggled close to a wren, and the old apple tree stood straight up again. The moon sat right down like a schooner at sea. The morning wouldn't wait for Noah and me. Just the mouse was still waiting, as mice often wait, to show us the door, saying, "Gee, it got late, but really it's early. I guess they're one and the same. Good night, little boys, I'm glad that you came." All we could hear was a nightingale's song. Our island farm was wrapped in a mist a mile long. I like on the bottoms of the beds, Their names say Noah and Jules. As we drifted to sleep, we knew there'd be more. We'd never know when or how or what for, but we knew something would wake us again one late night, and I'm so happy to tell you, yes, we were right. There's the field mouse. And that is the end. Sweet dreams, my little peanuts, and I'll see you tomorrow.